So what's so special about the Scarlet Thunder anyway? I'm just cute. I can't remember. No, you go.
Oh, there's nothing really special. It's more of a mixture between the Lion and the Duncan, really. I mean,
Okay.
maybe Big O has better, or can articulate a little bit better, but it's really a mixture in between the two.
Okay.
Yeah, just no torps.
No, yeah,
Otherwise,
no,
I'm max.
yeah, no,
And that's a
No
big deal
super
for her.
yeah,
And no
speed
super heal.
boost.
Okay, so she gets no super heal, no speed boost. She does get defensive anti-air fire. But what makes her so special? Why would I want to play a Scarlet Thunder over a Duncan at tier 9?
Credits.
Okay.
I mean,
Is that it?
That's why I'm playing it. Yeah, I was just grinding credits last night. So.
Okay. I'm just legit asking because I don't think I have any Scarlet Thunder YouTube videos. And, so that's why I'm just curious, you know? Scarlet Thunder sounds better than Duncan, true, but Duncan's got the funny torp, and it's got a super heal. All right?
Yeah.
And it's got engine boost. So I'm just struggling to understand, unless it's a rate of fire difference or something like better penetration with AP. I'm struggling to understand why somebody would play Scarlet Thunder over a Duncan, and that's why I'm asking. You know, I'm not. I mean, I think I've played it like once or twice on my main account, and that's about it. So, but in any case, let's take a look at the build that you've got for her. You've gone with damage control party message number 1. How much do the 2 ships cost? Scarlet Thunder is a premium ship, and I don't think you can buy it outright anymore. You used
No, I got it in a box. Yeah.
yeah. I think most people are probably getting them from Santa containers, but originally I think it was part of an event. 32mm armor, Vanguard, rudder shift, and its AP is different. Okay, thanks, Bach. So you've got damage control mod 1, damage system, aiming, sure. Okay, fire and flood reduction, concealment modification, and then main battery modification. Okay. All right. Now with this upgrade, you've got 21 seconds of action time. Okay. There's a link for that charity, by the way, if you want to go support. You got Scarlet Asunder from some crate or other, indeed, yeah. Yeah, most people just get it from that, and you're like, what is this thing? So you got 15 seconds of action time default. Okay, and that goes up to 21 with this. Not bad. It's better on American and Pan-American battleships, but hey, 15 seconds is still nice. And you said you were just grinding credits, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Now, this is a premium ship. It's a 10-point captain, so is this on a specific tech tree ship?
Yeah, I'm going down the Conqueror line right now. So,
Okay. So this captain...
Conqueror captain, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you've gone with Gunfeeder, Grease the Gears, Adrenaline Rush, and Concealment Expert. Okay. That's an okay build for your first 10 points. To me, if you're going Conqueror... Conqueror is an interesting choice. So Gunfeeder is probably fine for Conqueror. A lot of people, myself included, just play Conqueror HE only and never switch to AP. But Conqueror's AP does slap too. We just oftentimes forget that. Grease the Gears at number 2 is okay. I personally, I like priority target, and I've explained that in a lot of my videos, but just the situational awareness comes in really handy. And if I'm playing Conqueror, typically, I'm not going to switch sides with my guns that much, so I don't need to worry about my, turrets turning and that sort of thing. But if you're brawling, I get Grease the Gears. Adrenaline Rush is fine for the 3rd point, and then Concealment. Yeah, that makes sense, because the ship's got pretty decent concealment, right? Because it's British. Yeah, 12 and a quarter.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's nice. That's pretty good. And then for signals, you've gone with
Just a few, yeah.
Just a few, yeah, and conserving signals. Compared to Duncan, Scarlet has worse concealment, worse acceleration, way better rudder shift, better Sigma. See, I thought there was something with the guns. AP does less damage, standard British HE, so then it's got the better HE stuff, okay? Faster loading secondaries and better anti-air. Faster loading secondaries. Interesting. Smed, thank you for the raid. Better anti-air, LOL, I agree. And faster loading secondaries, that's only going to be worth it if you go a secondary build.
Yeah,
But-
it's not a secondary ship. It's not a second.
Right, right. So that's kind of weird. But okay, so you've gone with the ship HP flag, fire reduction, and speed flag. Like you said, you're conserving flags, so that's fine. That's all you need, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get into the game and that button. Excellent day. You come to learn. Well, thank you, Smed, for the raid, by the way. I'm gonna yeet out a code, of course, you know, celebrate the raid, and ooh, it's gonna be a CC code. So, guys, those of you that are new to the stream, I'm Lord Zath, a North American community contributor. We do replay analysis on this channel, and that's what we are doing right now. We're getting into it. All you have to do in order to win the giveaway that we just started is you have to be a follower of the channel. So click that little follow button, and then just type something in a chat. That's all you got to do. If you are watching over on YouTube, Rumble, or Kick, hi Joey, YouTube, Rumble, or Kick, get over to twitch.tv/Lord_Zath, do the follow, and type something in. Okay? All right. CC container is what you crave, man. These are the good prizes. Okay, so the other game also got Scarlet Thunder. Well, that makes sense because they shared models and stuff, and it's also Duncan. So, looking at the matchmaking, this is a tier 10 game, so your middle tier. There's no carriers, so rip your great anti-air, and there are 2 subs. Broccoli Farts, that's a great name. Okay. Alright, fair enough. And you're all the way on the flank, and this is... Ew, okay, this is arms race. Okay. Hmm. Two-thirds of carry, okay. You're modding the official stream. Oh, I didn't know that you did that, Joey. That's cool. Thank you for stopping by, though. Yeah, they got the longest night of the museum thing going on, don't they? So, are you going to support this flank, or are you going to abandon it?
I'm gonna support it for a little bit. Yep.
Okay. I might be reaching out to the, hey Joker, to the sub, the L20, because he's just going south. But, I mean, it's a random battle, right? So, whatever. See, to me, when I look at this, you're abandoning the flank. If you're going to support the flank, you're going to stay, like, over here-ish. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
just,
thanks.
you know.
Yep. Gotcha. Gotcha.
At some point, this cruiser's probably going to do the cruiser loser turn, so you might want to have AP in the barrels for when he does that.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Oh, hi, Torps. That will be Jaeger on your flank, so probably a good idea that you didn't stay over there.
Torpedoes direct front.
And there's the cruiser loser turn, but it doesn't matter because he died anyway.
He died anyway, yeah. What are we doing here? This is like...
He's gifting. You should be shooting the Jaeger, by the way. Forget the North Carolina. Jaeger is a far bigger threat to you. Oh, I need to make sure I've got your replay render set up. Derp.
It's your first day, isn't it?
Right? Oh, look, Torps. You're also aiming behind. You've missed a lot of your shells lately. I think you're snapshotting, and you're not, like, taking time to change your aim accordingly. So maybe spend an extra couple seconds lining up the shot and thinking about, you know, how much of a lead you want to put on your target. Another difference is bigger secondaries.
Torpedoes astern.
Scarlet,
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes astern.
Duncan's got bigger secondaries. Okay. Did he DCP that one fire? He did. Yeah, so you're aiming here. Well, you zoom back out again. I would be aiming about here. Because he's going pretty fast. And also, if you're going to scope out, you should only be scoping out, like, between salvos and stuff. Or if you want to track your shells and stuff where they're going. But, for the most part, you know, if you're that close to having your guns reloaded, stay scoped in and focus on your aim. Then fire, then look around. That might help you a little bit, with my comment earlier about, you know, taking a little extra time to aim.
Attention. Reporting the target
Oh,
position.
Valpo. So they're down 3 ships, you're down 1 ship. You're looking pretty strong right now, but there's an enemy that's pushing on the other side. I like that you're switching to the other side here. Because when you win a flank, the choice is either you push or you know, relocate. You go into free lock after shooting a look for incoming fire. I oftentimes do that too. Rip Seattle. He's in a fun spot.
Yeah, he's not long for the world.
No. More importantly, he's gonna...
I tried to help him out.
Yeah, the thing is, his secondaries are gonna charge up his funny button. So that's the thing that, you know, when I play ranked especially, and I see a teammate like just charging a Valpo, I'm thinking, oh great, you're just gonna make him stronger. Thank you. Well, at least the Seattle killed the gearing. He's going for the ram now. Not a bad idea, actually. Good song choice, by the way.
Yeah, Valpo's way too strong. Way too strong.
Does he get the ram off? He does!
He does, and
Oh.
Valpo survives, and then she
Yeah.
goes all right back. Yeah, it was like,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
it's a
crazy.
Valpo.
It's crazy.
It's a Valpo. He uses DCP, he uses his heal, and then when that's done, he's going to use his funny button. Oh, there's the funny button. So then in 5 seconds, he'll be able to do it again. And because he's got his... There's the searchlights. There we go. There's the second time. Because he's got secondary range on you, he is still able to charge up the funny button. So something for you to think about in this engagement is I wouldn't stop here in reverse. I would actually try to get farther outside of his range. So instead of, you know, well, 5 to like 13 kilometer or something. Because you allowing his secondaries to hit you, right, is going to make him stronger. DCP, you got 2 fires. There you go. He DCP'd. Again, his button's available. And his heal should be available. Yep, there's the next heal. So now he's looking to charge up his secondaries again or get a kill in order to use that funny button. And fortunately for him, and unfortunately for you, your Pomeran is like, here, let me help you with this. There's the funny button again.
Yeah, it's really...
It's the most ridiculous thing, and it's just broken in, especially ranked, because the only way to kill these things is through coordinated sustained fire. And not sitting in their secondary range. But the nice thing, there's the DCP again and the searchlights. Jeez. The nice thing though is that's more damage that you can farm off of him, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's...
Yeah. Here I would probably have AP in the barrels. And he killed the Pomeran, so that's going to be another funny button for him. Nope, never mind. Maybe he ran out. But what other ship do you know that's going to take a ram, kill something else, and like survive through most of that? I mean, geez. Yes, I'm suggesting coordinated activities in ranked. Well, and that again, that's why it's so powerful in ranked, because you need an enemy team that's extremely well coordinated to take you down. I'd be clicking on the minimap. I'd be clicking on the heal button there. Because somehow your team has decided to go to the other side of the map, decide that you won, and they just died. I don't know how, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know how either. That's just...
Yeah. But I would absolutely be telling the Brindisi, go get the heal. And he needs to get on the cap anyway. They're getting the cap. And by the way, you need to turn center too, but you can't just chill where you are. Was that Mianichi? See, you're zooming in, snapshotting, and look at where your shells hit. A little bit off center. Take a little bit more time to line up your shots.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Like that, again, he's turning and he's moving, so you want to be aiming farther over. Fortunately, he's got a nice flight deck for you to hit. And of course, he's a secondary Hildebrand. Which is great, by the way, in operations, probably in all Unbreakable Line and co-op too. Ooh, he DCP'd him with fire. Yeah, get him. Sadly, it doesn't matter because they got the cap and your team's nowhere near it.
And I got 3 fires on him, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's when you say things. Oh, he's attacking. You can use your defensive anti-air. There you go. Look, my anti-air does something now. For a few seconds.
It doesn't stop him, I mean, but, you know.
No. Alright, well, 2 fires, so that's a DCP. Or not? Hello?
I think I do.
Capture that area.
Yeah.
All forces.
I was too
capture
busy
that area.
worrying about the Tulsa.
Worrying about Tulsa is an interesting sentence. Why are you worried about a
I don't
Tulsa?
know. Not worried
Okay.
about it. No, not worried about it trying to kill it.
Okay.
I mean, so.
Right, but every second you let it tick is more HP you take damage, and more importantly is more time before you can heal again, or DCP again.
Problem solved, sir.
And you switch to AP, got the hit and the kill just in time to lose the battle.
To lose the game.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so what do we got here? You made 1.3 million credits, so you said you wanted credits. Okay, well, there you go. And the nice thing is, if your focus is going to be on credit earnings, defeats are okay. You can still get credits out of that.
Right.
It's just, you should take Pack-a-Punch to improve the airdrop torpedoes to do more damage. Yeah, Hujam, but he was hitting at like 10? I can't remember if that's
It's like 10 and
full
a half,
sec.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember if that's the full secondary or if there's another one. But anyways, you came in first place on your team and you're just like, come on, guys. Like, what's going on? What's going on?
Trust me, there was a lot of negatives there.
75,000 damage on the Valpo and he refused to die. 12.5 is the full secondary. Okay. So he's got more of a standard random battle build then. Okay. All right. And your commander got promoted. Yay. Okay. Let's pull up the replay render. What were you going to say, sir? Hildebrand secondaries reach out on their own. Okie dokie. So while this is playing, what do you guys think we should do for a title for the replay? But yeah, I think for you, the big thing is, one, you said you weren't going to abandon the flank and then you kind of did.
I
But
couldn't remember it. I was really inebriated, so I just
like you said, and maybe that's part of the reason why you missed on your gunnery so much. But the big thing is, yeah, take that little extra time to scope in. I always, when I know if I'm playing a battleship and I've got about 5 seconds until I'm ready to go, I'm typically scoping in and prepping my target. And, you know, who am I going to shoot at? Let's get the guns on the target, that sort of thing. I want to note, too, in this particular game, you really didn't need expert marksman at all. So if this is your standard playstyle in this ship, it ain't helping. I think priority target's far better served for you on this one.
Okay.
Scarlet Letter or take aim.
Take aim. I like that.
Take aim. All right. Your replay, your choice.
Yep. Take aim's fine.
Alrighty then. Am I in the way too much if I put myself up there? I probably am. I'll keep me off. The other thing I could say is, like, once the middle opens up, you should be thinking yourself about getting there, but you should also be thinking about encouraging your teammates to get there. Like, the Brindisi literally noped out of a potentially game-saving play, right? Literally turn south, smoke, get the heal, save the game. So, yeah, I'd say, you know, try to communicate with the team. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But you need to get there yourself too. The Yamato was shooting HE the whole time, so what do you care about him? Come on, you know.
Right. No, I get it.
He don't matter.
Yeah, but I didn't want to give broadside to him, and then he. Well, I want to switch now. You know, and just.
Yeah,
and
I mean the
clap
thing
me,
is,
right? I mean,
the thing
he
is,
could have. I mean,
sure. So you give broadside and get clapped, or you lose the game.
either way, yeah. I mean,
which is, yeah, exactly. So to me, it's like, I always play for the win. I could care less about, you know, sometimes it puts me in a bad spot and I just know I'm going to get spanked and I'm going to have to suck it up and deal with it. And sometimes I know I'm going to get spanked and the person's way off with their aim and I'm just like, ha 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 ha, you know, like whatever. So I'd roll the dice. But again, that's where priority target comes into play. You know if he's looking at you or not. And that gives you so much more extra, you know, knowledge that you can then translate into better performance on the field.
okay.
So, but beyond that, you know, it's a fine game. The big problem for you, the other big problem for you taking extra marksman is now you're locked into that because if you're going to eventually get him to 21 points, there's simply no room for a second 2-point skill unless you want to sacrifice, you know, a heal or, you know, improved repair party readiness, like that kind of stuff. So
Okay. Right.
I would suggest if you think you do want extra marksman on this guy or a different 2-point skill, you respec him now while he's still 10 points because then he's cheap. Take the time, build out the full skills, and then work your way back from there, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
Cool. Yeah, see, the key area appeared and you turn north. You're like, nope, the cap is lava. I'm going away from there. What I would have done, okay, what I would have done is I would have turned southwest. I would have headed towards Delta 5 because from Delta 5, you can actually kite away from Yamato and angle in case he shoots AP at you. Same thing with the Hildebrand. You know, the big problem is you were already turning north because of that Valpo, you know, encounter. People die in caps, so they're dangerous. That's right, Pockington. That's right. All right. Well, hey, NBA, thank you for supporting me.
Yeah.
We got to do some Patreon this week, right? Some offline games or something. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, appreciate it, and hopefully this helps. And yeah, keep drinking and playing. Get that aiming fluid. All right.
Appreciate it, guys.
Let's go to the Be Right Back screen here.